evening, good morning, good afternoon, whenever you're joining me. Welcome to Fran Pilates. Okay, so if you saw a bit earlier what we're going to do, I'm going to do a little bit more core activation tonight with the activation bands. Most of you have got them, some of you haven't. It doesn't matter if you haven't got them. It's a normal workout anyway, but this just gives you the chance to focus a little bit more on what you should do with your activation bands. Remember, they come in 3 sizes. I don't like to say small, medium or large really, but it really just depends on not so much how strong you are. Some people are, some of my guys prefer the sort of the larger one, might be a bit big around the thighs. But there's 3 different sizes anyway, so something for everybody. And the important thing is, most people with the activation bands, they think it makes the exercise more difficult. It doesn't really make it more difficult. It makes it more effective, as in you engage your core muscles easier, quicker. It makes you aware of them a bit quicker. You'll feel the exercise going deeper. And of course it works on strengthening your core more, strengthening the muscles around your knees, your pelvis, your back. So it's really all good. But obviously there's a technique behind it, how you use it. But once we start using them on all the Pilates exercises, you don't have to do so many repetitions maybe that you would have done before. So we can get a lot more done in an hour, if you like, or if you're doing this at home, you can get a lot more exercises done. So the 2 secret things here really. Obviously it's how high you've got the band. The lower you take the band, the more you have to use your legs. Okay, so if you're finding an exercise is too difficult, you bring the band up a bit higher. And the secret is as well, is to push the legs out as we're doing an exercise, so that helps to activate the core more. It's very important that you don't let the knees roll in. I mean, anyway, whether you're doing Pilates with me or not, the knees shouldn't roll in. You're going to push out a little bit, then you'll feel more core activation straight away than when you use your Pilates technique. It's a win-win situation, so it doesn't make the exercise necessarily harder. You just work a bit quicker. It can add another level of intensity in if you wanted to do that. Okay, so let's start off. Obviously make sure you've got space. We're going to be doing a little bit of movement today with our squatting with the activation bands. So do make sure you've got a little bit of space that way. Make sure you've got ventilation, you've got some water, you've got your mat, and you've got any light weights. You might like to add light weights in here. Your stretchy band, of course, your wrist grips, and your normal band. Is anyone joining me today? Oh, I've got one person. One person joining me. Hello. Okay. So just to start off, as normal, okay, with our warm up, with our rolling down. So just even with our rolling down, if you take the legs maybe just a little bit wider, slightly wider, and push out as we roll down, you'll engage more core muscles even straight away. And you might want to bring the band down a little bit lower as you get a little bit more adept at it. Okay, so up to you, with or without the bands. Okay, neutral spine position, pelvic floor, bottom muscles, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Engage your core muscles, push out against your bands, so you should feel bottom muscles working already. Here we go, up onto the balls of the feet, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Tuck the chin in, rolling forwards, 1 vertebra at a time, and just relaxing the arms, head, neck and shoulders. Try and keep the abdominals contracted. Remember, you've hinged the hips back, so you're feeling that stretch there, but don't overarch the back, draw the abdominals in. Upper body, no tension at all. Straighten the legs just enough so you get a good stretch there in the back of the legs. Okay, breathing in, breathing out, slowly coming up, draw the abdominals in, tuck the chin in, all the way back up. Good, all right, so posture, chin retracted, open the chest, shoulder blades back and down, neutral spine position, pushing out against your bands, up onto the toes, breathing in, breathing out, hinge the hips back, heels back down, tuck the chin in, opening up that spine, draw the abdominals in, opening up 1 vertebra at a time, relaxing your arms, head, neck and shoulders, and straighten the legs just enough So you get a bit of a stretch there, a bit of a warm-up stretch. Breathing in, breathing out, slowly coming up. Draw the abdominals in, pushing out against your bands. Good, and coming back up. Excellent. All right, back to start position, facing forwards. Again, neutral spine position, 3 points of connection, chin retracted. All right, relax the arms. So remember, the focus today is more core activation. So push out against your bands. If you haven't got the bands and you'd like one, do let me know. Or if you've got the stretchy band, you could always, a bit lower, maybe tie it up to give you a bit of an introduction, if you like, to wearing the band. It's nothing like this, of course, but it will give you maybe a little bit of introduction to getting those core muscles working. Okay, so feet hip distance apart, adjust the band to wherever you want it, so you feel the core muscles working. Open up the chest and breathing in, breathing out. Close that rib cage, shoulder blades back and down. Again, if you want a little bit more core activation, maybe take the legs slightly wider. You're pushing out against your band. So you're working the core all the time. Breathing in, breathing out, opening up the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in as you take the shoulders back. Or if you've been doing Pilates with me for a long time, you might be able to keep those abdominals in. So you're literally just breathing in and out, reminding yourself to draw those abdominals in. Okay, one shoulder, breathing in and out, and the other one, in and out. Nice and slowly, just ignore the crunching. All right, one after the other. Let the chest move a little bit as well. Keep the chin retracted, keep the posture, keep pushing out against your bands, keep the pelvis level, breathing in and out. Good, hand on the shoulder, so just one shoulder moving, elbow forwards, up and opening up. So we're going to follow the hand, that's coming in a minute, follow the elbow. All right, breathing in, watch the elbow, opening up the chest, try and keep the hips facing the front, bend the knees a little bit more if you need to, follow the elbow all the way back. Good, and the other one, breathing in, up, follow the elbow, so you're lifting your chest up and back. This is to help your upper body movement, your upper body posture. Breathing in and opening up that chest, breathing in, breathing out, both together. Breathing in and out, lifting up, lift the chest up and back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, but neutral spine position. Good, one arm on its own, raise the hand, remember, not the shoulder. Breathing in, arm back, breathing out, stretch, lift the chest up and back slightly. Good, there we go, and the other one, breathing in, breathing out. So again, look at the hand, follow it, stretching up and back, there, follow the hand, breathing in, breathing out, up and back, stretching, lengthening, draw the abdominals in, breathing in, breathing out, stretch, up and back. Good, both arms together, breathing in, up and back, stretching, and then reaching one arm up and the other. Draw the abdominals in, breathing out, and then opening out all the way down, breathing in, up and out, palms facing the back, little pulsing action. Good, palms facing the front, pulsing action, abdominals in, remember core muscles with the band, palms facing down, pulsing backwards, get the upper back muscles working, and now palms facing the ceiling. Now that really opens up the shoulders a little bit more. Good, okay, and relax. All right, cross your arms like this. I'm just going to do what we call our Cossack stretch. Bend the knees, push out against your band, breathing in, breathing out, neutral spine position. Again, take the head with you, looking over your shoulder. Try and keep the hips facing the front, breathing in, breathing out. So head goes with you to the back of the room. That's it, breathing in, breathing out. And then the head goes the other way. So take the arms long way, head goes to the front. Good, breathing in, breathing out, head to the front. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Cross the arms the other way. So same thing. First of all, turn the head to the back, breathing in, breathing out. To the side, there. Good, now this time take the head to the front, so that it's going the other way, opposite way to the arms. There, breathing in, breathing out. excellent. Good, arms slightly behind you, neutral spine, push out against your bands. So remember, if you've got the bands on, you usually use them. If you want to work a little bit more, the core, just take the band down a little bit lower and you will find you're going to work a little bit harder. Up to you. Anyway, breathing in, breathing out, shoulders down, abdominals in, breathing in and out, lengthening, breathing in and out, and then side to side, breathing in, breathing out, lengthening, stretching. Okay, and back, arms slightly behind you, shoulder blades back and down, and relax the head forwards and draw it back. Just relaxing the head and the neck, getting more movement there. Breathing in, breathing out, shoulder blades back and down, core muscles engaged, push out against your bands. Remember, that's the focus today. Activate the core a little bit more. Breathing in, breathing out, and chin up and down. Nice and slowly with the chin up. Breathing in, breathing out, head forwards, chin to the chest. Keep the hips facing the front, feet, knees and hips, up and down. Nice and slowly, chin to the chest. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, back to the centre. Shoulders open, turn the head to the side. Look over the shoulder, breathing in, breathing out, and bring that head forwards. Up to the other side. Look over the shoulder, try not to let these shoulders move. Shoulders facing the front. Look up, look back and up a little bit there, and rolling the head forwards. Turn the head to the side, look up slightly, up and over the shoulder. Good, and back, breathing in, breathing out. Good. All right, relax. Back to the centre, relax the ear to the shoulder, and then add your arm in, breathing in, breathing out, up and over, shoulder. Make sure the shoulder lengthens away. Good, and then the other one, breathing in, breathing out, shoulder down. Good, hands behind the head, chin back, head forwards. Good, okay, so we're going into our side lunges. So again, if you've lowered the band, you might want to bring it up a little bit so we get a bit more stretch here in our side lunges. So it's not our squats at the moment, we're doing that in a minute, but the position is the same. So breathing in, breathing out, sinking the hips back, breathing in, breathing out. Make sure the knee doesn't go any further forwards than the end of the foot. Shoulder blades back and down, sinking the hips back. So your technique is the same. If you were doing your squatting, breathing in, breathing out. Now squeeze the shoulder blades back and down. Think about the exercises that we were doing with the shoulder blades, keeping them back and down. Keep them in that position as you go into your squat. Breathing in, breathing out. And if you need to hold the exercise band, hold the weights or hold the ball if you want to add a little bit more in. Also to help with your shoulder blade activation, if you keep the arms slightly behind you, it'll help to keep those, obviously your core muscles engaged, but also your shoulder blades, your posture. Try not to let that upper back come forwards. Breathing in, breathing out. Now if you want to do a little bit of a back of the arm exercise, anybody? Well, we're going to do it anyway. Okay, so you're going to, as you go into your squat, the little fingers are near each other and you're going to pulse them together. Breathing in, breathing out. So this is the back of the arms. Breathing in, breathing out. Shoulder blades back and down, side to side. And then we can hold it one side. Little pulsing action, double time. Feeling the back of the arms working. Take the legs a little bit wider, sink the hips back into that deeper stretch. Turn the feet out. Good, and then the other side. Turn the feet out, sink the hips back. Little pulsing action. Now this time turn the palms the other way. So the thumbs are going towards each other. And again, squeezing with the upper body. No bouncing, you're just stretching the inner thigh and holding that stretch. Good, okay, front of your thigh stretch. So put your weights down for the minute. Or band or ball, whatever you're using. Then we're going to pick them up in a minute. Okay, so front of the thigh stretch, breathing in, breathing out, standing nice and tall, tip the pelvis under, heel in towards the hip. Hand on the foot. If you can balance, breathing in, breathing out, and repeat. Great, okay, other side. Breathing in, breathing out. Knees level, breathing in, breathing out, tip the pelvis under, heel in towards the hip. Balance if you can, both hands on the foot, breathing in, breathing out. There. And relax. Okay, so into our hip flexor stretch. And so again, if you can use the ball, you can use the bands, or we could use the light weights. So I'm going to use the light weights today. So we're going to go into our lunge position, back nice and straight, squat down. Again here, take the legs wider, you can go a little bit lower. If you want to, it's up to you, whatever feels comfortable for you, or just a very tiny lunge. Just make sure this part of your back is straight, you're not leaning forwards, because actually we're trying to do the opposite, we're trying to lengthen through there. Make sure the front foot doesn't go any further forwards than the end of the foot. Okay, breathing in, breathing out, tip the pelvis under, feel that stretch in the hip flexor. So if you've got the weights, we're going to take one arm up. If you've got the band, it'll be both arms up, elbow level with the ear, breathing in, breathing out, up and over, draw the abdominals in, and remember to keep the shoulder blades back and down as well. So try not to end up in this position, elbows level with the ear, breathing in, breathing out, up and over, tip the pelvis under, good, and back. All right, both arms up. So if you've got the weights, you're going to hold both weights like this. If you've got the band, obviously the band apart. This time stretching up, lift the chest up and back, lengthening through the spine there, and tip the pelvis under, reaching up for your hip flexor stretch. Brilliant. And then we're going to swap round the other way. So big lunge, small lunge, up to you. Breathing in, breathing out, tip the pelvis under, keep your back straight here, try not to lean forwards. One arm up in the air, or stretch the band apart with both arms. Breathing in, breathing out, up and over, tip the pelvis under. Good, and back, swap hands, elbow level with the ear, breathing in, breathing out, up and over. Good, and then both arms up, or wind the band up a little bit more, breathing in, breathing out, elbows level with the ears, stretching up, stretch the spine, up and back, tip the pelvis under, but also try and draw the shoulder blades back and down at the same time. Okay, lots to think about there. Brilliant. Okay, now we're going to go into our squatting routine. So you do need a little bit of space, because we're going to sort of do moving squats, if you like. Again, use weights if you want to. Use a stretchy band, use the ball, nothing at all. Now again, to work a bit harder, bring the band a bit lower. So we can do a couple of our normal squats, but we're going to take the feet just a little bit wider than we normally do. Normally I say feet sort of hip distance apart. Let's go slightly wider. Again, bring the band down a little bit lower if you want to. So go back, you're going to go down into our normal squatting position. Breathe in, breathe out. Abdominals, bicep muscles, push the heels into the mat. Come back up and really make an effort to push out against your band. So if you're not feeling enough resistance, I'm just going to move my band down a little bit lower here. That's it. Okay, so it's up to you. Okay, breathing in, breathing out. Sink the hips back, push out against the bands there, and same thing as you come back up. Squeeze the bicep muscles, but push out against the band as well. Can you feel more core muscles working? Good. I'll take that as a yes. I'll do it from the side. Shoulder blades back and down. So just add some arms in here if you want to. Squeezing as you come back up. Breathing in, just bring the arms up. Nothing too complicated. Push out against the bands. There, breathing in, breathing out. Okay, you could also do like a shoulder, shoulder press, chest press, that's it, forgot the name of it. Breathing in, breathing out. So we're going there and squeezing as we come back up. There, so you can speed it up a little bit if you want to. Okay, but no bouncing. We're going there and back, there and back. Vary it if you want, up and back. So the legs are slightly wider, remember. You're pushing out against your bands. There, and you've got the band a little bit lower. Again, if you want to, if you want more core activation. Okay, so we're going arms out, front raise, chest press, squeezing, chest press, and shoulder press, up and back, up and back. Okay, how's that feel? Can you feel you're working a little bit harder? And you might feel you're working your heart and lungs a little bit, because we're adding more core activation here, and obviously with the bands. I've been adding this in more core activation in some of my classes, and people have been liking the fact that it's a bit more cardio. Good section where it's a bit more cardio, but there's no jumping up and down. So I hope you like it, but if you don't, take it at your own level, do it nice and slowly. Okay, so now we're going to do the moving squat. So it's exactly the same. So you're stepping aside, step up there, and then you bring it back. Let's do this. Front raise first. Take another big step, squat, and together, okay? Step, squat, and together. So we're taking a big step. Breathing in, breathing out. So we're going step, squat together, step, and squat. So it's a wider step, okay? So step down. Up to you how low you go. And then again, we can speed that up a little bit. Push out against your bands. Add your weights in if you want to a variety of movements. And obviously the higher you take the arms above the head, you work a little bit harder. So you're going to get your heart and lungs going a little bit. If it feels uncomfortable, take the arms away and just slow it down a little bit like that. So it's up to you. Okay, so we're going to turn the feet outwards and we're going to do the same thing. So it's a big lunge and squat down, push against the bands, bring it back there and squat. Speed it up a little bit if you want to. Chest press, got our feet turned out, squeeze against the bands. So we're getting those inner thighs working there and again. So we're going forwards, squeeze, there, squeeze, there. Hope you're getting out of breath because I am. There. Okay, well done. And relax. Pop those weights down in a minute. Good. All right, take some deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Bring the band up again if you need to, if you lowered it. Oh, this brings another dimension to the workout, doesn't it? Okay. All right, let's just give our arms back, shoulders a little bit for deeper stretch. So arms out in front, right over left. Lock the elbows, push the elbows away. Breathing in, breathing out, and then move the chest and arms to the side. Raise the hands, lower, and then push it back. There, breathing in, breathing out, and back. There, and back, push back. There, and back to the centre, elbows away, and extend the forearms further forwards. Good, and then the other way around, left over right. Push the elbows away, open the shoulder blades. There, breathing in, breathing out to the side. Turn the head the other way. Raise the arms down and back. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, back to the centre, elbows away and extend the forearms further forwards. Opening the shoulder blades. Fantastic. All right, take the arms back, open the chest, shoulders down, reach the arms up behind you, breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in, stretching, open the chest and relax, breathing in, breathing out, stretching. Great. Good, okay, so we're going to get ready to go down onto the mats. You can take shoes off if you want to. I'm going to be doing our walking plank today, where we're walking with the arms and the legs. If you did my glider workout on Wednesday, we did this with our feet on the gliders. I'm not going to do that today. Well, you can do it if you want to. I'm not going to show you that. We'll save it for another time. But I'm going to do it anyway. We can do it on the mat or on a carpet. I don't know what floor you've got. So I'm going to keep my trainers on, okay, for the moment, but it's up to you. And obviously I'm going to use my grips as well when I do it. I'm not sure how much room I've got here, so I might end up doing it on the carpet. But it's up to you. So it's like a walking plank, but you're walking the legs as well. We've done it before with the arms. It really is a really good core workout, and particularly obviously with the activation bands, it's a little bit more challenging. Please work at your own level, as always. Okay, here we go. So up onto the toes, breathing in, breathing out. Now push the band out, knees slightly bent, push the band out, rolling down, hinge the hips back, rolling down as far as it's comfortable for you, holding onto the legs, holding onto the floor when you feel you can, and then breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Draw the abdominals in, straighten the legs,
and just to the point where you feel a good stretch there in the back of the legs. Hold it for a few seconds. And then we're going for deeper stretches. So again, bend the knees, breathing in, breathing out. Straighten the legs, hinge the hips back. Go for the deeper stretch. Make sure the knees aren't rolling in. You're still pushing out against your bands here a little bit. So you're activating your buttock muscles, your pelvis. Again, you're strengthening the muscles around the knees. And then alternating. Hinge that hip back, breathing in, breathing out. Straighten the legs as much as you can each time. And holding it for a few seconds. Good. Okay, turn the toes inwards for our deeper stretches. Bend the knees, breathing in, breathing out. Straighten the legs, hinge the hips back. Bend and straighten. Alternate. Bend one knee, straighten the other. Good. And turn the feet out. Okay, breathing in, breathing out. Bend and straighten. So you're feeling the stretch in the back of the legs, different part of the legs with the feet in a different position. Into your lower back as well, into your buttock muscles. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten, and then alternating. Bend one, straighten the other. Good. All right, bring the feet back to the front, facing forward. Hinge the hip back. Hold the end of the foot, stretch the toes back, and turn the foot inwards and outwards. Stretching. Good. And then the other foot. Stretching back, turn the foot inwards and outwards. Great. All right, walk the hands forward now into your downward dog stretch, using the grips when you want to. And as always, coming down onto your knees if you're having a bad back week or it's uncomfortable for you. So stretch the arms back, stretch the shoulder blades back and down, stretch the hips up in the air. Now try and get the heels down towards the mat. It doesn't matter if they don't get there, it's the action of the stretch towards the floor. Up onto the toes, breathing in, breathing out, stretching back. Stretch that spine, hips up in the air, stretch the heels down, up and down, and then coming up, and then one down, one up. There, coming up, and then back, followed by that back stretch. Breathing in, breathing out, up and back. Okay, so this is where we come forwards into our plank. Get the grips ready if you need to. Forwards, dominoes in, and then stretching back, shoulder blades back and down. Breathing in, breathing out. You must draw the abdominals in. Now, if you've got the activation band, again, you might want to take the legs a little bit wider. That's it. Push out against the band as you come forwards. Activate that core a little bit more. Again, you can just bring the band a little bit lower if you want to for more core activation. Work at your own level. Legs a little bit wider. Coming forwards. Good. And stretching back. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, so we've done this before, the first part where we walk the hands back up towards the feet, and then we walk the hands forward again. So this works lots of muscles, and then we come forwards into our plank. So we're going forwards and back. That's it. That's quite hard. Okay, so what we can do now, I'm going to do it on the carpet in a minute. We're actually going to walk with the hands, but the legs as well. And try and keep, not like that, try and keep in your plank position. So try not to do it like this. Try and keep it in your plank position. I hope you can see. I'm going to do it on the carpet so I can go a little bit further forwards. So it's up to you. Here we go. Breathing in, breathing out. So we're here, and you're going to walk. So it's walk, 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 walk. Don't think the hands and feet doesn't have to be the same one. There we go. So we're just walking. Walk, walk, walk. Again, forwards, abdominals in. Walk, walk, walk. Back, 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 back. Forwards, forwards. Try and keep the hips fairly low. I think mine were a bit high there. So just concentrate on that. That's better. Keep the hips low. Keep the hips level with the shoulders. There, there, there. Oh, okay. How are you doing? This is quite tough, isn't it? Oh, anyway, okay. Now come back onto your mat. Again, just a little bit of cardio there. So I hope you enjoyed that. Breathing in, breathing out. So stretch back now. Take the knees slightly wider if it's comfortable for you. If it isn't, have the knees closer together. It's up to you. Bring the band a bit higher if you want to. And relax back into your child's pose stretch. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Sink the hips back. And have the legs slightly wider here. So you're getting a nice stretch. Opening up the spine, opening up the hips a little bit more, opening up the pelvis. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Relax your hips back. Walk the hands forward, one and the other, and stretch back. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. And then it's a great stretch for your lower back, of course. And then we're going to take one arm a little bit further out. So right arm out, left arm goes over the top of the hand. Stretch the arms forward. Breathe in, breathe out, and then sink the hips back again into that child's pose stretch. And it opens up the spine, opens up the hips a little bit more. Take it the other way, left arm out, stretch, right arm over the top. Breathing in, breathing out, stretching back, relaxing, don't force it. Relax your body. All right, back to the centre. And then hopefully you can bring the hands down by the side of you. Obviously, if you're not able to do this, I've given you all some variations here. But this is a great stretch for your low back, for your pelvis, your hips. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Okay, so it's a stretch to do. You can do it any time, and of course we can do it for our relaxation at the end of the class. Okay, so on all fours here, breathing in, breathing out, rounding the shoulders into our cat stretch. Breathing in, breathing out, lift the chest, shoulder base back and down. Squeeze the shoulder base together. At this point, draw the abdominals in, rounding and retracting. There, rounding and retracting. Back to the middle, and just gonna move the hips side to side. Keep the abdominals in. There, there. Bring the knees back together. Lift the feet off the floor. Take them out to the side, and then turn the head towards the feet and back. Breathing in and the other way. Keep the neutral spine position. No arching. So again, this is a great stretch for your back, your hips, your neck. Breathing in, breathing out. There. Good. Okay, and relax. Okay, roll on over. We're going to go into our rolling down now. And again, you may need to bring the band down a little bit lower to engage your core. I find this personally particularly valuable when I'm doing this exercise because I've had back problems in the past and I've had hip replacement. I find with the band, bringing it down a bit lower, again pushing out against the band, I'm supported here and I can actually go all the way down and up again with control, and it's actually supporting me. So I do advocate the use of these bands. Okay, so feet hip distance apart, again working at your own level as always. I'll go through the different options. Breathing in, breathing out, so abdominals in. Remember, you need to tip the pelvis under here and roll that spine down. Breathing in, breathing out, coming up, remember bands, push the bands out, bicep muscles, and coming back up. Bring the band down a bit lower if you want to work a bit harder. A couple of my clients actually do this with the band around the feet, actually. Again, maybe a little bit more challenging, but up to you. Lots of different options here. Okay, so pushing out against the bands, breathing in, breathing out. Keep the pelvis level. Tip the pelvis under, big stretch. If you're able to come all the way down and coming back up. It's not a competition. Just go down as far as it's comfortable for you. Breathing in, breathing out. Tip the pelvis under, opening up the spine, squeezing, pushing the legs out as you come back up. Adding your ball in here if you want to. Adding your light weights, again up to you. Or adding the band in. Whatever is your preference. Just to get a little bit more core activation. If you don't think you've got enough activation there. Breathing in. That video went off. Okay, hope we're still on. Yeah. I think the video went off slightly. Okay, breathing in, breathing out, coming back up. Okay, pushing down. There. Big stretch up. So if you're using a band, stretch them apart, breathing in, breathing out, and back. And back. If you're using the weights, same thing, and we can add in either with the bands or the weights as we're coming up. Push the bands apart, bicep curls, breathing in, breathing out. Keep the elbows tucked in, there, and up. Tip the pelvis under, and coming up there. Okay, and then just hold it, push the bands apart a little bit. And then if you want back of the arms, have the hand here, extend the arm behind you, breathing in, breathing out. So you can do it, if you've got the band, obviously just one hand. If you've got the weights, you can do both together, extending the back of the arms. Yeah, that's it, there, breathing in, breathing out, still pushing this way as well against the activation band, there, good, okay, and back, and relax, okay, rolling back, again, make sure the band, you might want to bring the band up a little bit higher now, all the way back, remember make sure your chin is in the right position. If you make a fist, you've got no gaps under there, and if it's more comfortable, put a cushion or the ball underneath your head. Okay, so breathing in, breathing out. Remember, we're going into our leg slides. Again, here with the activation band, it's important that you push out, push your thighs out against the band. You'll feel the core muscles engaging more. Then slide the leg away, making sure the knee doesn't roll in. If I turn around this way, okay, so what you've got to make sure is when you take the leg out, that this doesn't happen. Okay, breathing in, breathing out, core muscles, slide the leg, push out against the band to stop it doing that. And you're going to be working, strengthening the muscles around the knee, the pelvis, your back. Breathing in, breathing out. Again, if it's too difficult, bring the band higher. If it's not difficult enough, bring the band a bit lower. Up to you. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. That's it. Adding the arms in if you want to. Pressing that back towards the mat. So just bring them up a little bit. Work at your own level. Both arms back. One leg forward, pushing up against the bands. Breathing in, breathing out. There. Lengthening, stretching. If you haven't got the bands, obviously just work at your own level as you would normally. There. And back. There. And back, opening the arms out as well. Don't let that knee roll in. Push out against your bands. So you're working more core muscles. Okay, now we're going to bring one leg up and then the other one up and one down. Again, bring the bands a bit lower if you'd like a little bit more resistance. Breathing in, breathing out, abdominals, and bring the leg up and down, pushing out against your thighs. Breathing in, breathing out. So the lower you've got the band on the leg, the harder this is. Work at your own level. Breathing in, breathing out with the arms if you want to. Arms back, there, there, and back. Next level. So we're going up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, all the time, pushing out against your bands. Up, up, core muscles, down, down, up, up, down, down, and then next level, of course, feet in your tabletop, and then just touching the foot to the floor without the back arching. Breathing in, breathing out, push out against your band. Breathing in, breathing out. Again, bring the band a bit lower if you want more core activation. You'll be working the thighs here, the back of the thighs, the front of the thighs, and if you're pushing out against your bands, of course, you're working your outer thighs. So all thighs really, all of your thigh muscles. Not the inner thighs though, so we might do a little bit of that in a minute. Okay, and then extending fully, breathing in, breathing out. So if you take the band lower, as before, as I was saying, you're going to work harder. If it's too hard, bring the band up a little bit higher. Good, with the arms. Pressing your spine towards the mat, pushing the bands, your legs out against the bands, and you'll feel the abdominals working a lot more as well. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, and then we'll just do our normal mountain climber if you want to. So of course with this one, it's speed it up a little bit. You don't have to bring the head off the floor, but you can. If you want to, curling up, again, bring the band down as low as you want to, side to side. Remember, curl up, we're not going back and down each time, we're just holding that position. There, 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 good. Okay, and back, knees into the chest. Okay, and circle the hips round. Breathing in, breathing out, circling. Good, and then we're going out into our spine stretch. Breathing in, breathing out. Legs one way, head the other. That's it, and back. Breathing in, breathing out. I haven't forgotten about the inner thighs, don't worry. We're coming to that in a minute. Breathing in, breathing out, side to side, abdominals in. Press that shoulder blade into the floor, head goes the other way. Don't force the body. Good, feet back on the mat. Feet a bit wider. And the same stretch. But we're just doing it from a wider leg stance, arms out, breathing in. Breathing out, it just opens up the hips and the back a little bit more. Breathing in, breathing out. There, and back. There, and back. Good, all right, roll over onto your side. So we're going to focus on our inner thigh. We've done quite a bit already on our outer thigh, front of the thigh and back of the thigh. So we're going to focus on the inner thigh. Okay, so that's the muscle in between the leg there. Okay, so I'm going to give you two options. So stretch the legs out, lift the leg up, you're going to hold it, and you're going to try and push the bottom leg, make sure your spine's in neutral. You're going to try and push the bottom leg up to the top leg. Okay, so breathing in, breathing out. Lift this leg as high as you can, and then push the inner thigh. So the bottom leg goes up to the top leg, and you should get that inner thigh working here. Okay, push it up and down, breathing in, breathing out. Now if it's too much, just bring the top leg on the floor, and then you'll probably be able to move the leg a little bit more, squeezing that inner thigh, lifting and lowering. Again, bring the band down a little bit lower if you need a little bit more activation there. Work at your own level. Breathing in, breathing out, push that leg up and down. Point the toe, flex the foot alternately, and then we're going to circle that leg. Okay, so you're taking it forwards, up and round. Breathing in, breathing out. If you've still got the other leg up in the air, of course, maybe you haven't, and we can do it like that. That's it, same thing, circling, circling, up and round, either the leg in the air or the leg on the floor. That's it. And then little pulsing action that way. Little pulsing action, or here, little pulsing action, squeezing. Good, okay, and relax. So that's inner thigh again, you're going to feel it more in your buttocks as well here. And other side, resting on your arm or the ball, up to you. So legs straight, if you can. Breathing in, breathing out. So basic first level, or more difficult level if you like, is having the leg up there and then pushing the bottom leg up to the top leg. I'm just going to bring my band up a little bit higher so I can get more movement in the leg, adjust it for you. Okay, so here, and push the bottom leg up to the top leg. Try and really activate that inner thigh yourself. Squeeze that inner thigh and push it up and back. Breathing in as you lower, breathing out as you lift. 3 points of connection in the spine. Think about your posture. Breathing in, lifting, breathing out. There, lift. Again, if it's too much to keep this leg up in the air, rest it on the floor and lift that leg up and down. Breathing in, breathe out abdominals, point the toe, flex the foot. There, activate that inner thigh. Good, and then you're going to circle that leg around. One way and the other way, lifting it up and round. Again, if you're in this position, same thing, circling that leg. Still trying to get it up towards the other leg and round, circling. There. And then hold it, and little pulsing action, either with the leg in the air or the leg on the floor. Point and flex, little pulsing action. Oh, okay, great. And relax. Okay, rolling over. And we're going to take off our activation band now. There we go. Roll back. And we're going to go into our low back stretch and then into our final stretches and relaxation. So get yourself ready. You can always take the shoes off now if you haven't taken them off yet. And I'm just going to put some nice relaxing music on. Don't forget to have some water, of course. I think we've built up quite a sweat today. There we go. Excellent. Okay, so into our low back stretch first. Good, big stretch out, legs one way. Good, big stretch up with the arms. Point the toes, flex the feet, lengthening through the whole of the body. Chin tucked in. Breathing in, breathe out. Grab the back of the thigh, draw that knee in towards the chest. At the same time, press your lower back into the mat. Point the toes, flex the feet if you want to, curl up if you want to, again optional. Just press that lower back into the mat. Good, stretch out again. Point the toes, flex the feet, bring the other leg in. Press your back into the mat, curl up. If you want to, point the toes, flex the feet, just press that lower back into the mat, holding it for a minimum of 10 seconds. Hold it for longer if you're doing this at home and you need to stretch out that lower back a little bit more. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, last time. Great, okay, so we're going into our leg stretches. So grab your activation band or your stretchy band. And we're going to start off with our left leg. So wrap the band around your left foot. Right leg out along the mat. Point the toes, flex the feet, stretch that leg back and stretch the foot back as well. Breathing in as you point, breathing out as you flex. Turn the foot inwards and outwards. Great, alright, bring the leg across, keep the foot flexed and move that leg forwards and backwards. Alright, bring the leg back, swap hands, take the leg out the other way, flex the foot, also turn the leg outwards when you go into your inner thigh stretch. There we go. Alright, bring the band around the right foot. Just going to turn the music down a little bit. It's a new CD, so I'm not used to the levels. It's a bit better, isn't it? Let me know if the music is okay, in the right volume. Okay, so right leg up in the air. Wrap the band around the middle to the end of the foot. Point the toes, flex the feet. Stretch that foot back. Breathing in as you point, breathing out as you flex. Keeping the neutral spine and your level pelvis. And working on taking the leg back a little bit further, adding more resistance with the band. Turn the foot inwards and outwards, flexing. Great, alright, hold the band in one hand, take the right leg, and over to the left, keep the foot flexed, move that leg forwards and backwards. Alright, bring the leg back, swap hands, take the leg out the other way. Flex the foot, turn the leg outwards as well. So you're getting that inner thigh stretch. Great. Oh, all right, bring the leg back. And now we're going to go into a hip stretch. Make sure the pelvis stays level when you turn this leg out. Don't let the hips twist. Neutral spine position. Breathing in, Breathing out, stretch that thigh out until you feel that stretch in the hip joints. And then the other one, breathing in, breathing out. Great. Okay, so finally, into relaxation. You can stay like this, or you could roll over like we did earlier in our nice, lovely back stretch, lying on your front. Into your child's pose stretch. Up to you, whichever position you find most comfortable. And concentrate on relaxing all the muscles, relax the neck, relax the shoulders, relax the arms, relax your back, relax your legs. Have the knees bent, legs straight, knees apart, again up to you. No tension anywhere in the body. And focus on your Pilates breathing. So deep breath in through the nose, ribcage expanding. Holding it for a few seconds, and long slow breath out through the mouth, ribcage closing. Holding it for a few seconds. So continue that breathing pattern in your own time. Keeping a neutral spine position, of course, keeping a level pelvis. And all the muscles relaxed. Breathing in through the nose, ribcage expanding sideways. Holding it, long slow breath out through the mouth, ribcage closing. Again, holding it for a few seconds. And just repeat that sequence in your own time. Trying to let the breathing slow down a little bit more, so you become more relaxed. Right, I'm going to slowly come back up. Very slowly roll over on all fours. And we're going back into that cat stretch we did. Breathing in, breathing out, rounding the shoulder blades. Back to neutral, lift that chest, shoulder blades back and down. Rounding, retracting. Bring the knees together, and we'll do our more advanced stretch there for the back. Breathing in, breathing out. Take the head towards the side that the legs are going. Neutral spine position. There. And then back. All right, stretching back up. Shoulder blades back and down. Hips up in the air. Heels down towards the mat. Bend and straighten. Alternate knees. Stretching the spine. All right. All the hands back up towards the feet. Abdominals in. Slowly rolling up one vertebra at a time. Oh, fantastic. All right, feet hip distance apart. Open the chest, shoulder blades back and down, neutral spine position. Breathing in and out. And then reaching up. Both arms behind you, stretching up. Cross the hands behind the head, tuck the chin in, head forwards. And slowly come up. Great, okay, well done. I hope you enjoyed that. So today, remember, we focus more on our core activation, using our activation bands a little bit deeper, so a little bit more instruction with those bands there. I hope you enjoyed that. Any questions, do ask, leave me a comment below and I'll always get back to you. Okay. Oh, Jennifer. Hi, Jenny. Hiya. You're watching. Lovely. Nice to see you. Hope you're okay. Hope you're well. Hey, bye. I'm off now.